just to have colors. So the dark blue colors nodes are person coming from the open ownership data, and the green person nodes are the persons coming from the open sanctions data. And even with a very, very small subset of the data, we can identify already some problems. So let me take this person, Alisher Usmanov, and if I would find on the canvas similar people based on their name, I can see here we have Usmanov, Alisher. Okay. So this is problematic in general when using data coming from different data sources, right? It's not specific to UBO, but in UBO it happens a lot, right? So we have this person that is probably the same person. So if we look at the date of birth of this person, we have 9 of September 1953. And if you look here, we have September 1953. Forget the 01. In some data sets, they provide only the month and year of the date of birth. In some data sets, the full date of birth, etc. So the problem is that if we would ask questions such as if Demetrios Sergides connected to that person, Irina Weiner, the answer would be no, because in the graph, there is no connection, there is no path between those two persons, even if we know that those two persons are the same, right? But it's not part of the data, which means that you cannot find insights from a graph without having those connections, right? So the next step that we will do, and this is generally a must-have in every UBO project, is we will perform entity resolution. For this purpose, we will use Sensing, which is a GraphAware partner. So they provide an out-of-the-box entity resolution software, which is available as API or etc. So it's very easy to embed into your application, and this is a very mature software as well, right? So I will go here. Before starting anything, I will just say that our integration supports Sensing out of the box with recent technology features as well. So every time you write data or update data into the graph, we can capture those events from the graph database itself. So generally, you only get the ID of the nodes or the relationship. So what we do is that every time a person is created or updated, we will find the subnetwork of that person. So all the relationship like family, ownerships, addresses, etc. The goal is then to transform this into a format that Sensing understands. So basically we transform to a big JSON object. So you can here ingest, you can use Python snippets to actually transform the data. And once the data is transformed, it will look like this for Sensing. You have all the features of a person or another entity type, can be organization, address, etc. We then send this information to Sensing via API, an HTTP call, and Sensing will return to us if entities have been affected. So as soon as it detects that two entities are the same, like they have a match together, they give us an ID, and we send them to Kafka for asynchronicity, and then we materialize the resolved entity. So we materialize the fact that two persons are the same into the graph. So I will start those workflows here. It will be very quick. All right, it's done. So what I will do now, we go back to our visualization, and I will select all persons. Right now, I will just say refresh the nodes from the database. Like, is there new information in the database that can be brought to me on the screen? And the important aspect here is that this person has a new badge, right? It's like a hammer. The hammers in our style, so this is totally configurable, says that this person has been sanctioned by any authority.